Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series of Bath City Football Club in Football Manager 2019. We're trying to take them from the bottom of Vanera National League South to all the way to the top of Premier League and winning that and going out in Europe. So far we are 3 seasons in and I have just got promoted to Vanera National League, and we are doing not so great as you see, as we get a suggestion to hold a team meeting, and we very recently held a team meeting as well, so we'll skip to hold another one. So as I said, we have been doing quite terribly lately, and we have a pretty tough game coming up here as well, since we are definitely weaker on the away pitch, and that will be against Gateshead, who are 13 in the league. So hopefully we can try to turn things around. We did manage to get a draw in a last game, so maybe things are moving to a better place here, and hopefully we can keep up that form coming here. So we'll see about that, and we'll move forward here towards the team selection. And while we do so, remember to smash that like button. It's really the best way for you to show me that you like the content and everything like that, and also it's very helpful actually to get noticed on YouTube and everything. So it's very much appreciated if you smash that button if you do enjoy the content. And also if you have any comments, thoughts or anything, do leave a comment below, and I'll read and answer anything, and also the most positive and informative comment on each episode gets pinned, just so you know. And also, if you haven't done so already, do hit that subscription button also, so you're sure that you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So with all of that said, we have got a little bit of transfer money here for Mamola. We got 6k from a player that I don't really know actually that we even sold, but he was transferred to Cheltenham during our first season, and I'm not sure at all how it works out, or how it what the deal was or anything. And as you see, there is nothing here that says there was a deal or anything, so I'm not sure at all. But anyway, he seems to be doing well for himself, getting more and more playing time in Cheltenham. And we got some pre-match tactical advice here from our assistant manager for the match against Gateshead. So we'll add this team instruction to add. And other than that, I don't think we'll do anything more. And according to the bookmakers, we are clear underdogs for the upcoming game. Hopefully we can make an upset or something happen nonetheless. Let's go through this scouting meeting, and let's hope that we have some player that we can find here, because we really do need more players. And we have a pretty average training, and last week we had an average rating of 7.33. So Barrett improving here, which is very nice, and that is definitely needed. And overall we have players improving rather than getting worse, so that's nice. And we'll take a look here on our affiliate. The game actually crashed on me on this episode, so this is the second time I do it. So last time when you didn't see, we did look for a senior affiliate once we got that scouting meeting, and we will do so once again. We'll see how that works out for us. So we really would want affiliate in Championship or Premier League that will hopefully allow us to loan quite a few players for free, and also get us a little bit of extra income each year, which would be very nice. So with all of that said, it's time for the team selection. So I think we'll put Barrett in as our keeper once again. He's, after all, definitely our best keeper. And I think we'll put Genovese back in instead of Campbell Gordon here. And also Stewart instead of Hill. So let's check the rating here. He's average 6.68 and we have Paxman at 6.74, so I think we'll stick with Paxman. And we have Batten, Rigg, Hill and Oliver on the bench, which feels correct to me. And yeah, I think we'll go to the match with this one here. And as you see, unfortunately our partnerships is not good enough really, but we should be hopefully get that better here. Since we have moved to a more cautious play here, or cautious mentality, so hopefully our team will be a little bit more compact. I think that definitely have been a problem here in the last couple of matches, or actually all throughout the season maybe, that the team has been too wide apart, and that has created problem for us in the defense, I believe. But hopefully we can keep it together here and show how good we really are. So I highlight here Gateshead with a free kick, and it's a long and it's saved by our keeper on the goal line. So very key saving there, or save, not saving, a save. And a corner here for Bassett from Stewart, and it's only cleared out and out to Stewart, a second chance on the cross. And it's once again cleared out, and maybe it's a counter-attack here for Gateshead. It sure looks like it. It passes a through ball, but Paxman picks it up just, and the ball going back and forth a bit, and we have play on the left hand side, and it's a through ball to Adeloy, and will it be a goal? Yes, it's a goal here for Bassett, making the lead 1-0. A nice finish there, and a very poor try. A very poor action there from the keeper, trying to box that ball out for some reason. If he just tried to hold it, I think it wouldn't have been any problem. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bug, or yeah, not the greatest of engine here in Football Manager, and yeah, you'll see such bad mistakes happen from time to time, but it's definitely more here in the lower leagues than in higher leagues. As the higher you go, the less stupid mistakes it is like that actually. So a highlight here that looked to be for us, but the cross in didn't end up being any good at all. So the ball going back and forth here at the moment. We'll see here once play comes on, and that is the play there. Markanday with the through ball to Adeloy, and Adeloy scores again. It's another goal here for Bassett, and making the lead 2-0 for Bassett versus Gateshead. So it looks like things are indeed turning around here, and that our team definitely are a bit tighter here, and yeah, definitely feeling like things are working out very well for us here so far in this match. And we have only a few minutes or seconds to go here in the second half, or first half I would say. Second half would be very, very nice if that were the case. I wouldn't mind at all. And the game right here, and actually we get a third goal here. It's an hat-trick for Adeloy, and making the scoreline 3-0 for Bassett versus Gateshead. And that cross from Gray actually almost went into the goal. I think the keeper of Gateshead having a very bad day here. And I guess Adeloy sort of missed the first chance there on the cross, but he got a second chance when it hit the post. So after one half, the scoreline is 3-0 for Bassett versus Gateshead. Shots 5-10, shots on target 3-4, and possession 50-50%. So I think the keeper in Gateshead definitely are having a bad day at work, and so far super impressed here by the lads and the performance by them, and especially Adloy, of course. A wonderful game so far, but let's check on the ratings here as well. So wonderful ratings actually on the players as well. So we have Barrett doing very good, and Hayden as well, and Gray, and well, very many players actually doing very, very good. I will calmly say that we're very happy with the performance of Adloy, and he seems confused for some reason. So I don't really think we should do anything more, but I will say to more players we will do to Luke Gray, Barrett, and to Hayden here as well. Got a few players there looking happy for that individual comment, so I think that might have been a good move. Nonetheless, we will definitely trying to get a little bit more involved here with the players and halftime talks and tactics and everything like that. I'm definitely not that good at it at all, and that's why we're mainly listening to our assistant manager and just trying to pick the players that we see fit and think are doing best at the moment in the team to play in the lineup. And we have a highlight here building up for Gateshead, and it's into the box, and it's a goal here for Gateshead, 3-1 and a reduction, and somehow we didn't pick up that loose ball after that really good save there by Barrett, but not that much after, so good save there, and I don't know how he didn't get to that ball, but as I said, there is some bugs or stupid mistakes that are done here in the game in the lower leagues. So highlight here, free kick from Hayden, passes to Stewart, to Paxman, back to Stewart, and it looks to be to Paxman again. Yeah, I thought that it would go to the left hand side there to Gray, and he's unfortunately dispossessed here, so possibly a counter-attack by Gateshead, and yes, that's the case here. On the left hand side, passes back into inside the penalty area, and it's unfortunately another goal here for Gateshead, making the lead 3-2 for Bassett versus Gateshead. So after that wonderful start in the first half, things are looking worse and worse here by the minute, and I don't know what Barrett were doing there really, but yeah, hopefully we can keep this together. But as I say that, we have another highlight here in the 61st minute for Gateshead, and it's a long shot, but it's over the bar, so no problem there. So we'll do some substitutions here, and unfortunately we have once again our defensive line here failing in the second half, and we have only one defender on the bench, and we really wanted to switch out Genovese here, who's doing badly, so that is what we will do. And we'll actually also switch out Markandé here, who's nervous and are a little bit tired, but he do have a good rating, but we'll switch him out nonetheless with the rig here and hope that it's just good for them to get a little bit of fresh feet on the pitch, and we'll actually go down on our mentality to defensive even, and I think we'll even move to very defensive here very shortly. But we do have another highlight here first. Brunt with a throw-in, and that is cleared by the defenders, a long throw-in, and the ball to Rig, back to Merch, and up towards our strikers, but it's cleared, and it's 1-on-1 versus our keeper, and it's a goal here for Gateshead, unfortunately, and it's all equalized here in the 84th minute. So we'll go back up to cautious once again, and yeah, very very well. I can say that I'm unhappy. The team is still performing pretty well, but I think we are a bit unlucky that our defense is once again failing. It was also good in the first half, but not really the case anymore. And here we have another chance in the 88th minute, but it was over the bar, so we managed to get away from that, and we have a small injury on Stewart, so we'll switch him out if we get chance. And here we should have the final whistle any second now, and that's the final whistle. So once again we managed to get a draw here. I believe the last game was 3-3 as well, so the final scoreline for Bath City versus Gateshead is 3-3. Shots 9-21, shots on target 5-9, possession 53-47%. So looking at the players here, it's all pretty well. Our keeper got a decent rating, and basically our whole defensive line that were so good in the first half weren't that great in the second half, unfortunately. So and here we can't do any individual talks here. But as you see here, we had Merch at 6.8, Hayden at 7.1, and Tavares at 6.7, and are now at 6.3, 6.4, and 6.2. So really not getting it done. And Genovese as well at 6.6 in first half, and then 6.1. So I'd say even that we were a bit unlucky. Sure, I guess we were lucky in the first half, but I think we were actually a little bit unlucky losing that game or just getting a draw here. And that makes us drop down to 19th place here. And as I said, the relations are getting closer and closer, but hopefully we can manage to get something good out of this. Unfortunately, we do have Stuart here out 3 to 4 weeks, but we'll definitely leave him to our physio. We'll praise Eloy for his match last game, and yeah, I said we had 3-3 last game as well before against Dagon Red. We are now having 7 games without a win, so hopefully with both these games that were pretty great in a way, we can maybe be able to claim a win next game, hopefully after the FA Trophy round here. And hopefully it will be a little bit easier game and at home maybe, so we can get some momentum going, hopefully. And the 7 games without a win is apparently a new record, so that's always nice to make new records, I guess, or not, but that's the case anyway, so we'll just try to not prolong it so it's even longer. But I would say 7 games without a win is not that bad or not that extreme. But as I said, hopefully we can change that ASAP. And here we are at the day that always takes a little bit of extra time in Football Manager 2019 for some reason. Not quite sure why at all. If someone knows, I really would like to know. Actually, you can leave it in the comments and say why it takes so much time on the 13th of December each year to process that day. What is it? Is it that is processing? Is it several leagues or something that are switching day here or switching season here? Or what is it? It's definitely something, since the game is pretty much stuck and nothing happening for quite a while here. So yeah, just write a comment if you know. And if you have any other ideas for Let's Play series or episodes here in Football Manager 2019, do write that as well. Or if you want any other game that you think I should play. If you have checked my channel, you know that I'm covering Airport CEO and Sid Meier's Sim Golf and strategy games and management games similar to Football Manager and Airport CEO and things like that. So sure, Prison Architect and things like that is games I could play. I'm not really feeling it though, since there are so many other players that are doing that as well. And sure, I could do City Skylines as well, and that's definitely a game that I do love. I actually pre-ordered that way before it was released way back then, and a really great game. But same thing there, I think there are so many Let's Plays out there and that are better than me. I'm not really that artistic of me, so to say, and I think that is something you should be actually in City Skyline. And I like to play it hard and slow as our channel name suggests. So something I could do in City Skyline and don't think that many Let's Play series have done maybe is to play the proper hardness mod. I know I actually pretty much the only way I enjoy City Skyline is by playing it with that mod, which makes everything a lot harder. That you need to take into account how fast the workers can get to their workplace and so on, and you're really much more dependent to have good services and good city planning and everything like that. But it's so tough on the money, so you gotta wait a lot of time to plan anything in. Sure, that works in theory, but in actual I think it will be maybe a little bit even too slow for us. But anyway, we are finally through the 13th of December, so we will move forward here to the match against Moorgate. Again, as away team, unfortunately, but hopefully we can have a good game nonetheless, or we shouldn't have any problem, since Moorgate is a non-league team. So we have two players here in the team of the week with Gray and Adeloy from last week, which is pretty nice. And we got some pre-match tactical advice here from our assistant manager. And according to the bookmakers, we are very much favorites for the upcoming game. And let's check the scouting meeting here. I will acknowledge that we should scout FA Trophy. I don't think we should as of the moment. And Bernard here not good enough for us. McWilliams here though could be definitely an interesting loan offer. And unfortunately we can't get him to join us, which is a bit of a shame. Nothing else interesting, and a decent training week once again with an average rating of 7.28. So let's check the individual here. So nothing really special to note here, and no player that are too bad. So no one to criticize either. As usual, we'll let all players in the senior squad that needs match sharpness to play in 60 minutes per match in the under 23s. And we'll decline the interview for Woking, as the this Let's Play series is only about taking Bass all the way to the top, so we will not be switching teams or anything like that. We have the election day here coming up pretty much now for our board, so we'll switch Hill in instead of Stewart. We'll have Medalus, I guess, here on the bench instead, or actually maybe let's actually have Hutton here on the bench. So 2 defenders this time around, and we could switch out some players here, but I don't really want to, so we'll not do so. We'll let them play here and hope that they can keep it together, and this should be an easy match to keep it together, and it should be a good chance for them to get a little bit of a better rating and a little bit of a better morale here. Should be an easy win. So the first highlight here in the 4th minute, we break the ball in the midfield. Unfortunately, it's a bad pass up, but we have the ball back down to Merge, and he do a long cross that is bad, but it's picked up by Paxman. Markandé here on the right hand side crosses into Brunt, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 4th minute, taking the lead 1-0 for Bath City versus Margate. So a good start to this game, definitely, and good dispossessed of that pass, and a very good finish there by Brunt. So a corner here from Margate, and it's just over the bar. And as you saw in the beginning, I switch our mentality to positive, since that is what it should be. Since we are really, or we definitely should be and are the better team than Margate. But it don't really look at that so much in if we're looking at the stats on the game. But we do have a highlight here from Paxman, and a shot just outside the post. Sure, looked dangerous there, so definitely the highlights that we have seen have definitely been more dangerous for us, I would say, than for Margate. So only a few minutes to go here in the first half, but we have another highlight here in the 43rd minute. I guess that will be the last highlight of the match. Passing back and forth in our defensive line up to Paxman, to Gray here on the left hand side, turning the ball up, and the cross comes in, and it's towards Adloy, and he hits the top bar, unfortunately, so very close there to a second goal for Bath City. And here we might have a counter-attack for Margate, but no, that's not the case, and that's the end of the first half. So the scoreline 1-0 for Bath City versus Margate, shots 5-4, and shots on target 1-1, possession 54-46%. And we have all a good team analysis here, actually, which is a little bit unusual for us, definitely. And let's check the ratings here. So basically all good, actually, and no one special to praise or criticize. So we'll just continue the game here and hope that they can continue in the same way, and get in a few more goals would be nice to boost the morale even more. So first highlight here in the second half, in the 53rd minute, the ball down to Merge, passes up to Gray. Gray moving the ball forward here on the left hand side, and the cross comes in, and it's long, and it's up to Markandé. He passes back into the back side of the penalty box, and it's a goal here from Markandé, making the lead 2-0 for Bath City. And I don't know where he managed to get the angle of that goal, Markandé. So basically here, saved by heal, and then Markanday managed to get that rebound into the goal from a very slim angle, so very good stuff there. And we get another highlight here in the 55th minute, and hopefully we can bring in a few more goals. It would be really good and beneficial for us here, I feel. And it's crossing from Markanday, but it's only cleared. So it's actually a counter-attack here from Margate, 1-on-1 versus our keeper, but to shoot over the bar. So no goal, very important there for us. We need our defenders definitely to perform here as well. So we'll do some substitutions here, and we'll actually switch out. We'll switch out Gray here, who's a little bit tired, just to rest him a little bit, and we'll actually switch out Brunt, who are definitely tired, and we'll switch Oliver to a poacher, and we'll let Adloyd play as an advanced forward. And I think that is the substitutions we will do here, or actually Adloyd getting injury here, so now we would have wished to have not put in Adloyd here or Oliver on the pitch, and would have wanted 2 attackers on the bench, which was our other option if we weren't to have 2 defenders. And for once our defenders are doing a really great game, so a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, I guess we'll have to put in one of our defenders on a striker position here, Batten, which is very funny in a way. Markanday here with the cross, that's only straight into the keeper of Margate. So we'll see here what happens. Throw out that is dispossessed, or Margate is dispossessed by us, and we have Markanday once again on the right hand side, and the cross comes in and it's to heal and straight at the keeper. So no goal there unfortunately, but a pretty good save actually from the keeper there. So 4 minutes to go here, so the end of the second half here should, or the full time whistle should be here any second. And that's the final whistle. So the final scoreline is 2-0 for Bell City versus Margate. Shots 16-9, shots on target 6-4, and possession 56 to 44%. So definitely a game we needed here, and overall a very good performance from the lads, and most importantly, everyone in our defensive line and our keeper had a very good game. We have Hayden with just an okay game, but the rest having all over 7 in rating, and we have Markanday with a wonderful good game as well, and Brunt also did have a great game. Other than that, our midfield actually did not so great. It's alright, but nothing more. But overall, I think that performance and that game hopefully made a difference, and hopefully we can have a good game against Barrow, who's only 17 in the league, but it's an away match, so maybe hard, but we have been very good the last 2 away games, but not just getting the result that we would have liked, but very close to. So hopefully we can make something good, and we get a little bit of prize money here, almost 7k, which is good. So how long is Adelaide out? He's only out for 2 to 3 days, so that's good. And we'll praise Markanday here for his performance in the last match. So that will be everything for this episode. So remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed this episode, and do hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't done so already, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.